So there's not too many places around there which made Elvis records. So where are we going next? Thailand. Okay, so that's me. We're in Asia now. So Thailand. This is it's a cassette. The 30 number one hits cassette, and there are quite a lot of countries where they made this, and I think the inserts are all the same. It's going to be difficult, well, impossible to show you, but basically it says like made in the USA or printed in the USA. But when you look at the actual tapes themselves, again, you won't be able to see it, but it tells you where the tape was manufactured on the tape itself, and it says printed in Thailand. And there are quite a few other places, if you look on Discogs, that have their own version of the 30 number one hits. Even places like Romania. But they all seem to be similar to this in that the insert will be like an American one, but the cassette will have printed in wherever on the tape. So that's all I have from Thailand. I believe they made some records there as well, unofficial, but I think that's actually official.
Yeah,
I've got a Blue Hawaii EP from Thailand.
Yeah, that'll be an unofficial one, right? Yeah.
It's just so massive that release was. I mean, it's crazy how much it reached. That's the release that got me started with Elvis right there. So
yeah. And staying in Asia, so that'll be me again. The next one is South Korea. There are some really oddball Korean releases out there, records out there. This is not one of them, but this is I think it's the only Korean one I've got. It's Golden Records from 1985. So until you look closely, you can't really see any differences between this and the American 85 pressing, the 50th anniversary. But just down here, it tells you it's made in Korea, and it says it's licensed from RCA. So I think it's official. 50th anniversary labels, orange with the Korean inner sleeve, and it's even got a little insert in there, reminiscent of Japanese LPs, with lyrics on one side in English and then what appear to be liner notes in Korean on the other side. So yeah, there are lots of interesting unofficial Korean releases older than this one, but this one seems to be from 1985. And it sounds fine. And it is mono as well, because those 85 represses were done in mono.
Yeah.
So what was that? South Korea. So what's the next one? Oh, it's Japan. So Johnny, over to you. You've got a very unusual Japanese record, I understand.
All right, yeah. Yeah, so I have this 45 of GI Blues. So it's really cool. So I don't know if I'm missing anything from this. Maybe you can tell me, David, but it just has this.
Yep.
Has the lyrics on the back, which is pretty cool.
Yep. And then you've got the brown sleeve that goes with it. Yep.
Yeah. So this is a GI Blues with Doing the Best I Can. So it's pretty awesome. I don't have many Japanese releases. I just have a few. I could have showed the From Elvis in Memphis Mo-Fi, but I'm like, I'm gonna show this. It's different. And I also have another 45 from GI Blues. I think it's Pocket Full of Rainbows with Wooden Heart. So
yeah. Right. Is that from another country?
No, it's from
that's Japanese with the puppet show cover.
And mine doesn't have the cover, that's the thing. I don't even think it has the sleeve, but it is from Japan. I think I bought it the same day I bought this one. I think I paid like $5 for it, but
there's a lot of different pressings of that single. It's one of the most pressed and repressed singles ever in Japan, up there with Love Me Tender.
Oh, the GI Blue ones?
GI Blues, yeah.
Is this an original? Would you be able to tell?
When did it first come out? I think the very first ones will have had a yellow sleeve. It came out in 61, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would have been a fairly early one with the brown sleeve.
Okay.
62, 63 with the brown sleeve. And then the red, white, and blue sleeve they use from 64.
Oh,
So not the very first one, but fairly early one.
okay.
Yeah. So what's on the flip side of that one?
Doing the best I can.
That's right. Yeah.
Doing the best I can.
Okay. So that was Japan 26. So the next one is Taiwan. So that's me again. The classic Taiwanese Elvis album has got to be this one, a copy of the Japanese Elvis Golden Story. And this is actually just the cover, just a piece of paper. And then underneath it, it's got a Chinese or Taiwanese LP cover. This is fairly thin card. I'm not sure at one point, originally, this may have been covered with plastic front and back. And on the back there, you've got the lyrics. So this is lifted directly from the Japanese record because it's even got the same mistakes in English. And then what makes this one of interest for many collectors is the fact that it's on colored vinyl. So a lot of Taiwanese records were pressed on colored vinyl. And there's a way that you can tell when the records were made. Well, at least you can tell when the labels were printed by the dates at the bottom of the label there. You see, can you see it says 56 and then 7. So that's July. And then you take the year 56 and you add 11 onto that. So that's a 1967 pressing.
That's funny.
I've forgotten what the significance of 11 is. I did read it, but I looked it up, but I can't remember now. So yeah, one of many, many unique Taiwanese releases. And the next one, sticking with me again, is Singapore. This one's actually, it's not as straightforward as that. It's Singaporean copy of Guitar Man, and it's got a little sticker at the front reading, "Please ask for Elvis Lucky Draw postcard." On the back cover, it's very similar to the American version. You just have to look for the small print at the bottom here. It reads, "Manufactured by Cosdell Singapore, PTE Limited, Singapore, Malaysia, and Hong Kong." But then when you look at the record, it's kind of a pale orange label, but the labels read "Made in Malaysia." So it's actually a sort of Singapore, Malaysia record. I think I found that one over here. So yeah, sounds good.
Never seen that.
Right, where are we going now? Moving along to, what's the next country? All right, so yeah, Steve, TCB, Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. 10 years after. Quite a startling cover.
I want that one.
Very different. Produced for the International Elvis Presley Fan Club, Hong Kong.
Wow.
The company that produced it is Pacific Music Company Limited, 1987. 2 years later, it changed its name to BMG Pacific. So an RCA at the top. I think there are 4 or 5 albums they produced. So pale blue label, almost silvery.
Yeah, I've got that on CD as well.
Yeah, I used to have the original CD. It's hard to find, especially here. I did have that, but I would love to have the vinyl of that. If I wanted to get that, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a nice little compilation.
I don't think they made many of those, did they?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I gather Well, I
don't
imagine
that very
not
often.
too many. Yeah.
Yeah, seems for a fan club.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so still in Asia, let's go to the Philippines. So that will be me. What have I got from the Philippines? Okay. I've got a single. It's got No More on one side and Blue Hawaii on the other. I have my doubts concerning the legality of this single because the number on the record, 476114, the catalog number is exactly the same as another record on RCA Victor by a different artist. So it's possible that this is just it's not an official record, but it looks it, and the sleeve's interesting.
I love that sleeve.
Well, it might be this one because it's got just under here. It's got Serie Musica Porteña, which sounds Spanish, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's got Victor Company of Japan on it as well, and it's got some Japanese copyright text on the back as well. So it may have been the original sleeve that it came with. I'm not sure of the connection to Japan.
Maybe one of our viewers could help out with that and sort of leave a message if they know anything about it.
Yeah,
really interesting.
There was this record was released in Japan. This coupling, No More and Blue Hawaii. Obviously, it was on Victor, not RCA Victor.
Is there any?
Yeah, a bit of a mystery that.
Is there any matrix numbers?
Yeah, and they're stamped as well. It looks really professional. It's got the right numbers: N2PP2296-1, 2296-4. Yeah.
I think there's a good chance it's legitimate because there are a lot of Philippine singles going on into the Orange label.
Mm-hmm.
And America and Philippines are very close. I think if somebody was knocking out fake Elvis records, RCA would have done something about it. But there are some very strange pairings. Things like Song of the Shrimp on a single. Some very odd singles.
I imagine they do a lot of fishing over there.
Yeah, maybe with the catalog number, if that was for another artist, maybe they didn't sell that artist over there, and they just used the catalog number for that one.
Yeah,
maybe. Or it could just be a mistake. Who knows? I mean,
yeah, that would be unusual, but that would make sense. Yeah. So we're still in Asia, and we've done the Philippines, so we're doing Indonesia next. So this is a really strange one. This is not an official release. It is a cassette. It's the Promised Land cassette on the Perina label. Now, I only knew about this after looking it up. And it's one of these dubious labels. Came out of Indonesia, apparently. And it's just basically a Maxell cassette with the Promised Land album on one side, minus Thinking About You. For some reason, it doesn't include that song.
Wow.
But it does include I Got Stung at the end of side one.
Oh my gosh.
Random.
Yeah.
That's
and then
funny.
on side 2, it's got 13 songs on side 2, mainly movie songs, ending with Crying in the Chapel. So it's a real...
That's hilarious.
Random one, yeah. And the cover, it seems like it's all one, but this thing here, the square part, it's actually stuck on. It's like a sticker stuck onto the yellow card. So I think this yellow bit must be a generic thing.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but it doesn't say made in Indonesia anywhere, but there's quite a few releases from this label on Discogs, and that's where I found out it's from Indonesia. So I'm pretty sure there are no official releases from Indonesia. Right, so we're moving. Okay, we're going down to Australia, and that will be Steve.
Okay, so I chose this one for my Australia release because it was only released in Australia, along with its cousin or sister from New Zealand. But it's a bit of a love affair for this particular record. I do like it very much. It's on the Black Label, released 66 or 67, and that's the back cover. As we probably were, first side is the soundtrack for Easy Come Easy Go, and then there's also Tonight It's Alright for Love, GI Blues, Bossa Nova Baby, Vino, Dinero e Amor, Moonlight Swim, and Can't Help Falling in Love. And these are quite hard to get nowadays in sort of any good condition, and it's just become a bit of a favourite for mine, really. That would be my Australian one.
Yeah, I've got the I'm not sure whether you call it a counterfeit or a bootleg. It looks the same as that. It is the same album, but it's a bootleg version of it.
Yeah, and this is the stereo, which is, we had a discussion, Dave, didn't we, about whether there was original stereo, and it is actually nowhere else was it released in stereo apart from New Zealand and Australia, as far as I can work out.
Yeah, very good. I bought a Brazilian album. There's a Brazilian album called For the Brazilian Fans, or By Request of Brazilian Fans, something like that. I've still got it here somewhere. And the selling point of that album was the stereo soundtrack for Easy Come Easy Go. But that was a 1980s album. So yeah, for them to have it since the 1960s, that's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so we've in Australia, so let's go to New Zealand. That'll be you again, Steve.
Okay, New Zealand, probably the hardest New Zealand LP that you can find is my personal favourite. This one is a 60, 61, 62 pressing. There are 4 pressings. This is the 62. There's the 57, of course, the original, or there is the 59, the 62, which is this one, or there's the 66, which has the red dot.
Right. How are the earlier ones identifiable?
It's only by the label. The actual sleeve itself, it's all identical. There's no differences as far as I could tell with any of the pressings. But it's in the labeling.
Slight differences in the labels.
Slight difference in the labeling, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. I think you've got that one as well, haven't you, Steve?
Yeah.
Which pressing do you have, Steve?
I'm not sure.
If you show me the label, I'll be able to tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm curious. That'd be cool.
Can you get your hands on it?
I say I can, but it does. The 59 and the 57 are quite similar.
Well, that's different to yours, isn't it, Steve?
It is. I would say. Let me come back to it. I've actually got a photograph of all the pressings because I was trying to work out. Someone told me that they guaranteed mine was a 57. In fact, several people did, but I do know for a fact that it wasn't. So just give me a few moments. I don't know if we want to move on to the. Oh no, I've got it. Here we go. Can I see it again? Is that side 1 or 2? That's that is the 59 pressing.
Right.
Cool. Very good. Right. Well, from the sublime to the ridiculous, we're going to go to El Salvador. This is the only LP or only record I've ever seen from El Salvador. It's a 1977 pressing of Gold Records Volume 2. And if the cover looks washed out, that's because it is. The suit looks more pink, looks more like pink. And the trim looks yellow, but the suit looks pink. And it's basically identical to the 77 American one, except they've added their own little catalog number up here. And then on the back, it's just in black and white.
Mm.
And down here is where it tells you it's made in El Salvador. And the labels are very similar to the American ones from 77. The text at the bottom is pretty much illegible. Otherwise, it looks, yeah. I don't think it's the same font as they used on the American ones. But yeah, really unusual to get a record of El Salvador. Never seen any other one.
No.
There is a single of Fool, Steamroller Blues, for some reason made in El Salvador. Why that particular single, I don't know. It's the only one I've ever seen, but it is out there.
Oh, that's good to know. Very good. So we're staying in the around that part of the world, Central and South America, for the final part of the video. So the next one will be Cuba. I believe, TCB, you have a Cuban record?
Yeah, so this is Elvis Presley. Elvis is back. There don't seem to be many records made in Cuba for obvious reasons.
Makes sense.
There's the back cover. Now there are two variations. There's a white label, and then there's the standard black.
There's also a red, Steve, and another black.
Right. I've only ever seen the white and the black.
Mm.
There you go.
And that is the original Cuban pressing. And then soon after that, it was closed down. The RCA plant was closed, and they were made in Poland. So the white pressings are normally made. Well, they're made in Poland, but I'm not sure if the red ones are as well. But
I wondered why I'd seen them for sale in Poland. I thought maybe it was just a communist thing that they did.
No, it's.
Them
I've seen a few. There's still some that knock around on Discogs every now and then, or on eBay. They're nearly always white. The cover is nearly always wrecked, so you've got a really gem of a cover there. Well, what puts me off is because they're you can buy them from Poland, which kind of tells me that they never seen Cuban soil before. So if you're after an actual Cuban record, the reality is those particular pressings they probably never got over. They're probably just straight from the pressing plant in Poland. So yeah,
it kind of makes sense, because when you also think about when that album came out around that time, when they pulled out of Cuba, where they were politically with the U.S. That's part of why they pulled out. I mean, that's pretty cool.
So those Polish ones go right back to the early 60s then?
Yes, your mid 60s.
That's interesting.
Wow. That's cool. Nice.
Okay. Yeah, good stuff. So that was Cuba. So Steve, I believe you've got a pressing from Barbados.
Yep.
Wow, Barbados. Wow.
Now this was an accidental purchase. I bought it because I didn't have this cover. Elvis Gospel. Now the seller they thought it was a promo because it's got a white label. And I was having a look to see if I could see promo, not for sale. I couldn't see it anywhere. And then I spotted that it actually says made in Barbados by WIRL 1989.
Where did you think it was from when you bought it?
I didn't have a clue, because people selling it didn't really know what it was. It was just an Elvis record that they thought was a promo. I just went on the fact that I didn't have this cover. So it was a nice surprise to find that it's actually from Barbados.
I've seen it on CD quite a few times, but I don't think I've ever seen it on LP.
No, I have the original US LP.
There is a German pressing of it. I've
What's
seen.
that?
There is a German pressing I've seen. But no, this was Barbados. If you see it with a white cover, grab it. A white label, sorry, grab it.
Fascinating. We don't have any Jamaican records, do we, between us?
No.
I want to say I seen one before, like out in the wild, but
Oh yeah, they exist. They definitely do exist.
They exist. Probably crazy rare, but that's crazy. I didn't know Barbados had one. That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know until you told me about that, Steve.
Yeah.
So where are we going to now? The next one is Venezuela. So that's Steve. You're the only one that's got a Venezuelan record.
So this is something for everybody pressing with a different title. Same songs, but it's all in Spanish, and even some of the titles, they've named the songs differently. I did know, but like Gently is called something else, like Peacefully or something like that. It's the hardest pressing that there is of something for everybody. Sorry, I'm really messing up showing where that is. And the covers do get beaten up quite a bit. And the label, similar dog on the top to the US.
Yeah, it looks nice. Did you get that from a Venezuelan seller?
Yes, I did. Yeah, that was this has literally come all the way from Venezuela. It's quite recently, actually. I got this a few weeks ago because I'm trying to sort of collect as many South Americans as I can, or at least from each individual country.
Right. Yeah, that's why I've got as many different pressings as I have from different countries. I went through a phase of trying to get one record or one item from as many different countries as I could. All right, so that was Venezuela. So let's go to Brazil, which is you again, Steve.
Okay, this one is got a nice different title. Obviously, we recognise the cover as being "It Happened at the World's Fair," but with a different title. Back cover pretty much the same, but the record I've sealed it so it doesn't sort of like fall apart. But it was a very simple piece of paper stuck on the card. And quite fragile. So I really don't know how these have survived because they're very, very flimsy pieces of paper. But so hence that's why I've kind of sealed it, and I don't want to like take it out. The same sort of vinyl as most South American. Oh no, sorry. I mean, this is different from most South American in the fact that it's the blue vinyl.
Right, very striking cover, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a Brazilian copy of Blue Hawaiian, and I think the cover design is similar to what you were describing. Very flimsy. It sort of opens out. It's not a gatefold by design, but it sort of opens out like that.
Yeah, so you can't slip it in and stay safely. It's like two pieces of card folded over.
Yeah.
I have the only Brazilian record I have is Moody Blue. Yeah, Moody Blue and Brazilian.
Well, they're using black labels by then, I guess they were, weren't they?
Yeah, black label, black vinyl too.
So, yeah. I think only America made Moody Blue in blue vinyl, didn't it?
Yep. Yeah.
And they're everywhere. Even in Japan, you can find that blue vinyl copy of Moody Blue.
Yeah, it's a common one.
I think I've got about 5 copies of it.
Yeah, a few. The rare one for the black is the U.S., but a lot of other countries use black, like Canada, Brazil. A lot of countries did.
Yeah. So that was Brazil. So we're going next to Peru, and that's you again, Steve.
Okay, Peru. Lovely condition cover. Normal, same as the American, but when you turn it around, it has this very nice back cover, which I find really
different.
interesting. The again, it's very similar to the Brazilian, where it's just a very fragile piece of paper stuck on a piece of card, or two pieces of paper. And this again, I've sealed it up, so it's not going to see the light of day again. The vinyl is very similar to the American original pressing with the dog, but it plays absolutely abysmal. It is totally wrecked. And I kind of get the feeling that whoever owned this record had a really bad stylus. So it's almost unaudible. You can't hear anything. It's wrecked. You wouldn't know. You look at the vinyl, it's black and it's shiny, it's beautiful. Stick it on. Nothing.
I'll have to try mine, see if it's the same.
Yeah.
Oh, have you got the same one, Steve?
Yeah.
What, from the Acapulco?
Yeah.
Right, we're nearly there. We've got another couple of countries to go. So the next one, we're back to TC Steve for Chile, number 40.
Chile. And of course, that is also fine Acapulco. I think just about every South African country pressed fun in Acapulco, I think.
Yeah.
It's the only Elvis record from Chile that I've ever seen. And on the back, it's actually called Diversion on Acapulco.
That's it, yeah.
It does say made in Chile on the front cover and the back cover. And the record itself is the usual nipper with a lot of text. The song titles are in Spanish. I do wonder if the reason for the cover that this cover is actually in really good condition, but the just the humidity in South America must play havoc with paper.
Turning it all yellow and moldy and stuff. That can happen in here as well. Good stuff. So we're going to stay with you, Steve, for the next one. Uruguay,
wow.
So I've gone for Elvis in concert. The front cover, the same as ours. Now, this was released in 1977, so it's contemporary with the special. But the difference is, it's a single album, just contains the special. So you don't get disc 2. Standard label for the time with nipper on the side.
black and white back cover.
Yeah. On the front, it still has this blue band which says recordings from this TV special plus additional songs, which of course was the second album. So they lied.
Very unusual, yeah. Good stuff. So I think the next one is the last one. So it's back to Steve for Argentina.
Okay. And this is something you referred to earlier on, David, where they tampered with Elvis's face to make him look more sort of like Hispanic. So you notice the eyelashes and eyebrows have been darkened, so he looks more Latino. Nice color, vibrant lettering and stuff. So very nice. Back is the same as the rest of the world standard, and then so a nice insert in sleeve, but exactly the same American dog nipper, silver writing. So this is actually a really nice copy. This is in very good condition, considering. In fact, it's nicer than the actual cover, which is, I think, as you were saying, Steve, affected by the condensation of the heat. And that is it.
Still looks nice though. On the back there, does it say it happened at the World's Fair on the back cover?
No, It's the same. It's the same as this. I can't speak Spanish, but rubias.
I wonder if that's like blondes, brunettes, and redheads that they use in some European countries.
Yes, I believe it is. Yes. Yes, I believe it is. Yeah.
Yes. I wonder why they did that. Maybe the World's Fair didn't mean much to people in some countries.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly. But if I go close enough, you can see the actual quality of the print of the pictures is pretty poor. It's not. It's like it's got a lot of
like out of
edging,
focus.
what you would call it's not very nice. Nice
quality. Yeah. Front cover looks really good though.
Wow,
that's it.
Nice.
So that's it. We've come all the way around the world.
So is that all the countries we did? All of them?
That's all the countries that we have. There are some countries where Elvis records were made that we have not covered. So I've got a list actually of about 12 countries. India, there were official releases. Colombia, I'm not sure if they were official or not. Panama, Jamaica, Malaysia. Actually, no, I showed a Malaysian one, didn't I? Switzerland, believe it or not. Croatia, Poland, Saudi Arabia. There is an unofficial release or two from Saudi. Ecuador, Hungary, Pakistan, and Trinidad. So most of those countries, the releases were only unofficial.
And Iceland.
What's that?
Iceland.
Iceland. Has there been Elvis releases from Iceland?
There's one release.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what about people watching? Do you have anything from any of those countries or any other countries which we have not managed to cover today? Let us know in the comments section below. And if you have any questions or comments about the video, let us know as well. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye now.
I have one album from Argentina. I just pulled out other ones I had. This is mine.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Yes.
Yeah, I've got that on CD. It's
It came out in the late '80s. Elvis La Pelvis.